main goals of alchemy is to create something called projection powder, otherwise known as the elusive Philosopher's Stone, a concept made famous with modern audiences by author J.K. Rowling in the Harry Potter franchise. In alchemy, this
What is your problem?
into gold. He quickly became rich and famous through his exploits, giving divinations and psychic readings to various celebrities, and making a name for himself through his outlandish claims. Like the Count, Chanfrey attributed his superhuman abilities to the art of alchemy. In fact, he even appeared on French television to prove his claim by turning lead into gold on a camp stove in front of the cameras. In the demonstration, he dips the end of some for a long time, still failed. Throughout the Industrial Revolution, single innovators could design and build machines that were the most complicated devices ever envisaged. And they could do it that gave shape to it, what lurks under its surface, what might be the history of the internet. Maybe more than any other histories of our present moment, is the history of the future.
Today, a new moon is in the sky, a 23-inch
democracy and freedom. And it might have had its moments, but has a tool celebrated for its openness turned into a bit of a cage? To understand this, we have to look at the value structure, and ideas, attention and privacy can be stolen as much as hardware and physical goods. We'll see how this story has some striking parallels throughout history. This is the story of the ideal story of unethical business practices, of monopoly power, a story that could have been different, and, in the end, a story of competing dreams, hopes for the future. The history of the internet has been one of big capital pilfering from public investment and national infrastructure, the expropriation of academic research, of democratic open source alternatives.
Number 2, God was manifest in flesh 2,000 years ago. God became a man. Now, robing himself in flesh is beautiful talk, but he didn't robe himself in flesh. He became flesh. In Old Testament Hebrew is Mashiach. In New Testament Greek, it is Christos, where we get the word Christ. So just because something is a Christ doesn't mean it's the true Christ.
Mind alteration to cure the mind and the body of those that are craving for things that destroy, like drugs or medicines or alcohol or whatever it is. Christ can provide the answer. Evil thoughts of the suicide of can be defiled, but you can have the renewed mind. Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your mind.
All of this can be fed into the computer through these magnetic tapes at a rate of 12,000 numbers or letters per second.
The web, as we've come to know,